Hi everybody, welcome back. So tonight I'm going to do a follow-up video on the Teton Deer Hunter extra large sleeping bag, the minus 35 Celsius one. It's just the end of winter, it's coming to spring, but it is melting, beautiful weather, +5, but it is still really chilly at night. This is my home for tonight. Well, it's about 6 o'clock at Pike Lake. They have a bird feeding program, the songbird feeding. They actually have bags, those are Niger seeds. This is wheat. Bags of birdseed at the front when you register. You can take one bag, they say it's free. So I have made camp at a local songbird watering hole apparently. Buffet. Somebody's dog way off in the distance, howling like crazy. Oh, maybe it is a coyote, I don't know. Then over on the other side here, there's an owl hooting away. Get the cot set up and then I'll show you the inside of the tent. Okay, so tonight I'll be sleeping on this Woods cot. It's the extra large cot, extra wide. I think it's a couple inches longer than an average cot as well. It's fairly sturdy. Leg braces. I got it on sale for I think like 120 bucks last year. But the one thing you do got to be careful of that you do see in the reviews, unfortunately it's already developed a hole. Now that's not from use, but actually from folding, and that's a risk you take with every cot, is when you fold this up, sometimes you get it stuck in the hinges, and those pinch points are actually pretty sharp. And then you got something like this and you've got to repair it and you got to be careful on it. But overall it's a really sturdy big cot, and that's what I'm using. As you can see, this is a 4-man fishing tent, one that you take out on the ice, and that cot just fits end to end on one side. I don't think I need it, but I brought it anyway. There's that owl. My faux fur bed liner. It's not pink, it's actually white and light gray, kind of silvery icy tones like you'd find in a wolf. The owl moved. It started over on that side, and now it's way over here. And here is what we've all come to see. The Teton extra large deer hunter minus 35 Celsius sleeping bag. This is the left-hand zip. It didn't come with a liner, so I bought one. And don't forget, there's a pocket here for anything that needs to be safe and secure by your body at night. Or, for example, keeping things warm like a cell phone. So, that's bed. I'm not going to use a bivvy because I want to see how much heat I'm going to lose or how much heat it's going to retain without any cocooning around it. I've used this several times. I know what it's going to do, but this will be the test run as a follow-up from my video where I did get it at home and I hadn't tried it out yet. It is March 17th, so happy St. Patrick's Day for all you Irish folk out there. And March 14th was the first night of the full moon, and it's 7:14, 7:19, and I can already see it coming up above the trees. Let's go take a look. So I'm going to let you look at that. While I get the rest of my tent set up. Just in case you're wondering, I wasn't planning on coming to this provincial park tonight. I was planning on going to another one, and I've been at that one before. And they have a rule where you're only allowed to use briquettes in their stoves. But I didn't come prepared with my axe or my saw or anything like that, so I could split those open and get to the dry wood in the middle. The outside is all soaked. But I have those two on there. I used the briquette starter fluid, and they'll be going just fine. But I threw the wood on there, even though it's damp, and it's going to smoke and steam and just basically dry out from the briquette heat. And then by the time that happens, it'll be ready to burn properly. So it's going to be pretty smoky for a little while, till it catches on fire, dries out. I forgot I had dry emergency firewood rations in my go bag. The emergency bag that always sits in the back of the car, the extra blanket, the extra candles, all of that stuff. So here we go. Sit by the fire, watch the moon rise, wait another hour or two before bed, and just enjoy the, well, I don't think there's going to be any owls anymore, and just enjoy the coyotes doing their thing. Sweet. Gotta be careful not to splatter the birdseed everywhere. Let's see, we have tea or coffee. Yeah, I know the flames are running full tilt, but I want something warm. I have a cranberry muffin with cream cheese in the middle. I'm gonna make coffee. I have a couple mini chocolate bars if I feel I want them after that. And I have a ham sandwich. I also have some New England clam chowder soup, but I decided I'll be good with just the sandwich and the muffin. Don't know why, but I've been craving a ham sandwich lately. So there's red peppers, ham, the homemade mustard. That's my snack before bed. And there's my muffin wrapped in tin foil. It's got cream cheese in the middle. And I'm boiling water for some coffee. So after I'm done my sandwich, that should be ready to go. Oh, it looks warm. I'm just gonna have to put it underneath. My muffin's all toasty though. I'll set that aside. Put that down there for a sec. Alright, got some hot embers here. Stick them right on. And that should get it boiling pretty quick. Sweet, my muffin's all soft and melty. Okay, time to enjoy. It's 9 o'clock and I'm just about to grab my coffee, but I figured I'd take a temperature check. What are we at? 0 Celsius. 21, 20, no, 25, 26 Fahrenheit. Nine p.m. It's amazing how bright it is out here with this full moon. I'm not using any lighting at all on my camera. This is my phone. And that is just the full moon. Look how bright that is. It's amazing. Every time I try a new beverage, eh? And lately, we've been getting into grinding our own beans just to see if, is that fresher? Do we like it more? And we're having fun just chewing up. We're having fun just listening to the coffee grinder go whirr. Anyway, so this coffee that I have today is called Salt Spring Coffee. They're out of Richmond, BC. And this is the whole beans. So I ground them before I came. And this one is called Canopy Bird. And it's organic, fair trade, proudly Canadian. Let's see, I got the picture on my phone, so I'm just trying to look at it while I say this. Okay, so I'll read you the side here. Let's see. Better coffee starts here. Since 1996, Salt Spring Coffee has been pioneers in roasting great tasting, fair trade, organic coffee that doesn't compromise the earth. With only the highest quality coffee beans roasted to perfection, you'll love the taste in every cup. Learn more at saltspringcoffee.com. This one, the Canopy Bird. I'm not into dark flavors, dark roasts or heavy flavors. So I picked this one. It's described as tasting notes, rich, syrupy, and dynamic. This classic medium dark roast coffee is named after the canopy birds that travel from North America to the tropics every year to nest in the forest canopy above shade-grown coffee. Our canopy bird blend is smooth and full-bodied. Look for the layered tasting notes of stone fruit and chocolate in this organic coffee. Okay, and the disclaimer on the bottom. Product contains whole coffee beans only. Food descriptors are used only to profile the tasting notes of the coffee. Product does not contain dairy, fruit, or nuts. And their slogan is, "Coffee is social." That is so cool. Okay, so roasted and blended in Canada by Salt Spring Coffee, Richmond, BC, certified organic. So I've tried it a few times at home, and I like it so far. It's just a nice medium roast, this one. And it's been steeping for 15-20 minutes now. Ooh, nice. Oh, I still got room. Alrighty. There we go. And I have a couple chocolate bars. And I'm just going to clean up and sit and enjoy what's the last of the fire, and then I'll be going to bed. As you can tell, I wear glasses. So I wanted to show you something I made. It's just kind of like a little kangaroo pouch. And I made it Velcro at the top, so you can hang it on your cot. So I made this little pouch. It's got quite a substantial little pocket in there, one on each side. And I also made it so that I put a little dowel in the bottom. Can't really see it. It goes in here. And that just stiffens it up a little bit. And I'll show you how I'm going to hang it on my cot. But that is for my glasses. My glasses, Kleenex, lighter, whatever else hangs on the end of a cot. But I've bought 2 now of those cot hanging closet organizers, or whatever you want to call them. And they're too bulky, they're in the way. So this little thing, I can just hang it on the end, and my glasses will always be where my head is. Won't have to go looking for them in the morning. Okay, so I velcroed it on top. And it just hangs there on the end. Okay, as you can see, it's time for bed. I think it's about 10 o'clock. I forgot to check before I crawled in here. Okay, so I have my Teton sleeping bag, the -35 one. I have the blue fleece that I put in. It's just a really thin, light one, but that's insulating. And I threw in some of those four of those hand warmers, those mineral packets in the white. They're called Grabber or Mr. Heater, I think is the other one, or various different other brands. So I threw 4 of those in. Those will keep me toasty for 6 or 7 hours. And just in case, I have my green fleece handy. But I don't think I'll need it. So we will shut it down for the night, and I will see you in the morning. It's frosty in here this morning. Good morning. It's 10 to 7, so it's time to get out of bed now. Oh, it's cozy. The owl is up already. He's hooting away. Okay, so this is the bed. And that was cozy. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Just getting up now. Woke up 10 minutes ago. I had my blue fleece liner. Brought my green one in, and I found that works really well using that one horizontal up against the neck. So that's where it would be, over there. That was the easiest way for me to keep my neck warm instead of wearing a collar. So just like that. And then the blue one went over my body. And I had my heat warmers. And these are really nice. They're still toasty. I can stick these in my pockets now and still be warm. Okay, so I have my clothes tucked dry and warm in the bottom of my foot there, in the bottom of the sleeping bag. So one jacket, and there we go. Oh, I'll get the clothes on and go make some eggs for breakfast. Morning, everyone. Time to get breakfast ready. Before I forget, let's go take a look at the temperature. It is -4 Celsius, 28 Fahrenheit. It's a nice morning. Next week is the first week of spring. It's a little cloudy and overcast today, but it'll be nice anyway. Oh. See, there's still some birdseed on the table, and I just had a chickadee fly past looking for breakfast. Oh, there he is. He's in the bush. If I sit still, he might show up. And a squirrel. Oh, jeez. I'm in everybody's way. I think before I get lunch ready, I'm just going to sit here quietly and see if they'll come and have breakfast. Well, the sooner I get out of their way, the sooner they can have breakfast. So, on that note, I'm going to get my eggs ready, drink some cold coffee. I'm not going to bother warming up some... Oh, I have juice. I have juice today. And pack her up and head into town. Farmer's sausage with hash browns. Didn't know if I wanted the little square things or the big long things, so I brought one of each. Best of both worlds. Almost done. Better than you'll ever get in any of those dehydrated food packs. If you have the chance to make your own food, try it. Doesn't take much to think of a little bit of a menu ahead of time. And if you do have the room and the equipment, see if you can take it along. Make fresh meals. So this farmer sausage is made in Saskatchewan. Brand is Drake farmer sausage. Oh, it's cold. Let's just turn that off. Oh, there's lots in there. It's just freezing. I don't know what upset that squirrel so badly this morning. It's only about 50 feet away, maybe not quite that far, in one of the trees. Squirrel's going on and on and on. Maybe getting her kid off to school. That's always stressful. It's Friday. Okay, let's see if we can get the eggs cooked. Oh. Okay, so 3 whipped eggs with water, green onions, and I found this new spice that's an all-purpose spice. It's, let's see, it has a little bit of black pepper, I can't remember what the other ones are. Anyway, it's a real nice spice. It's got maybe a little bit of garlic. Spices that are on the white side, not any hot spices like red peppers or anything. So they're all whitish. So scrambled eggs on top of the oil from the sausages, and that'd be breakfast. Well, this is butane. It doesn't really have a smell. But I remember growing up, Mom and Dad had the old Coleman stove with the pump gas. What an amazing smell. It brings back so many memories. Good memories. Fantastic memories. Mom and Dad were lucky enough to be able to take us from one end of this country to the other. Alrighty, we'll let that melt on a little bit. I'm going to enjoy breakfast. We are good to go. There we go. And that is the cleanup once over the place. We're all good to go. The birds have their table back. I was able to not touch anything. So now they have their original pile of goodies for breakfast. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here and let them go. Okay, so the review of the Teton Deer Hunter minus 35 Celsius sleeping bag. It is an artificial fill, so while there is tons of room, it was -4 last night. It's frosty, damp. It was warm, but it's only as warm as the body you put into it. So it will do well in cold weather, I will say that. Not as good as, say, a downfill will, obviously. But you're paying $180 for it or $240 for it. It's so big, obviously. So it's obviously one that is meant to be put into a cabin or into a warm environment, or to use some kind of space heater with it. Keep that in mind. I had 4 little heat packs, those little mineral ones that are encased in plastic, and then when you open them, they warm up, shoved in, and those lasted, some of them were still hot when I got up this morning. But the inside of that sleeping bag was smoking hot. So in terms of my review on it, the stitching, the zipper, the size, everything is top quality made. The only downside to that is it says you can join them, but you have to join them in the middle, which means every time you get out, you're not opening a side zipper, you're disturbing your partner and unzipping it up the middle of the bed. There's the con. The pro, they're as good as they're gonna be for the weather you put them in, and they are good for cold weather. I will say they are good for cold weather. But that's like any sleeping bag. If you crawl in wet, even if it's downfilled, you're gonna be cold, right? So I would say yes, it's gonna hold its heat for -15, 20. Remember, that rating for -35 is the survival rating, not the comfort rating. And if you're going to put out $225 for an artificial fill bag, this is definitely a good one to get. Okay, I'm done my vacation here, my overnighter, my review. Have yourself a good day, and thanks for coming along.